Yo, my name is Andrew Nick. I'm a songwriter. I'm a visual artist. I'm a songwriter. Song producer. I write songs for a living. Yep. Um. Yep. Yep. I write a song. Yep. I wrote a song called I wrote a beautiful love song for my girlfriend Savannah. Then I wrote a song called Coronavirus, Sea of Melbourne, um, Black and Blue and Yellow, Running on Shore. And then I wrote a song called Sea of Melbourne and Wind Shadows. And yep. And how long I've been playing guitar for? I've been playing guitar for when I was about 16. When I was about 16 years old, I used to write. Yep. When I was about 15 years old, I used to do all the songs, and then with my brother Ted, we used to be in a band called Super Rock Band. Yep, in a Super Rock Band. Yep, called Super Rock Band. Just Andrew Super Rock Band. Yep, and we used to be in the original together. Me and him. And what I did, I first started uh, to write those with one of my own original songs called yeah, all the original songs I wrote called I'm Not Gonna Shave My Beard, I'm a Superhero. I wrote a song called Window. I wrote a song called I wrote a song called Moon. Called The Moon Has a Beard. Then The Moon Has a Nose. Then I wrote a song called Windows, and I wrote a song called We Are Going Overseas, Rock. And yeah, yep. And so yep. And so what I did, so I first joined in with this old group called yeah, and I first joined in with hip hop called Inclusive. I first joined in 19 couple while ago. Yep, that was the yep. And when when I first met when I first met one of the others from Inclusive, and then I started to do some songs and rapping, and yep. And then I started to also when I've done all this stuff, all the different COVIDs and you uh also yep after COVID I started to do a stuff, and then when I first met Wild Heart. Yep, when I first met Inclusive and Wild Heart. When I first met one of the songwriters, I used to have yep, and yeah, I used and I'm gonna tell you about this very special person of mine. His name is called Peter Theodore. Um, I actually first met him in when I got back in 19, yep. He used to be in a Led Zeppelin cover band. He used to play like Led Zeppelin, and then I was asking him if he'd like to join in with me and with me, and he said yes, and yeah, it taught me a few other, and yeah, and yep, and that was, and so he joined in with me with it, and he joined in all of like the songs and the stuff, yeah, and we did here. He came to Wahat with me and with my mum, and when he first joined in, we started to write some songs before from 2020 of the COVID, and we started to write some songs down. And what happened? We started to write we started to write some couple verses. Um, I wrote a song called Savannah, my girlfriend's song. My girlfriend's song. I wrote a song called Coronavirus. Called Coronavirus. I wrote a song called Steve Melbourne. I wrote a song called um, Black, Black and Blue and Yellow, and then I wrote a song called Wind and Shadows, and then then I first wrote, then I first, and then I first wrote, then I first wrote a song called Clean the Toilet, and then I wrote a song called yeah. Sorry. I'll go do it again. Go start over again.